Welcome, focused learners, to this explainer. I am so incredibly excited you're here today because we're tackling a totally universal challenge. We are going to completely eliminate those cringe-inducing filler words from your vocabulary. And get this, we aren't going to do it in a matter of months or years. We're going to do this in a matter of days. I know, it sounds like a massive promise, but by the end of our time together, you'll have a structured, actionable system to clear up your speech and project the confidence you absolutely already possess. So, let's just dive right in.
We've all heard it, right? Or, let's be honest, we've all said it. If hearing me string those words together just made you cringe a little bit, well, good. That immediate self-awareness is exactly what we want to trigger today. We all cringe when we hear these words on a recording of ourselves, yet the reality is, almost all of us use them dozens of times every single day. And the truth? Leaning on these linguistic crutches comes at a huge professional cost. We're literally undermining ourselves without even realizing it.
Section 1. The biology of filler words. Why your brain panics.
Okay, before we can fix the problem, we really need to understand the root cause. You probably think saying or is just a bad habit, right? Or maybe you think it's a sign of laziness? Well, scratch that. It's not. It is pure biology. It's actually a brain panic response. When your brain is rapidly searching for its next thought or its next word, it suddenly hits a blank space. And in a fraction of a second, your brain enters this state of mild panic. It doesn't like that empty space. It wants to fill it, urgently, immediately, like right this second.
And this brings us to a pretty profound realization. To your brain, silence actually feels dangerous. A silent gap in communication is literally perceived as a threat. So your brain sends this rapid-fire distress signal straight to your mouth. Fill the gap, fill the gap, fill the gap. And your mouth, wanting to be helpful, does exactly that. It throws in an It tosses in an or a so or like. You know the drill. The problem isn't that your brain needs thinking time. That is completely normal. The problem is that we've accidentally trained ourselves to respond to that danger signal by filling perfectly normal thinking time with useless sound.
Section 2. The true cost of fillers. Perception versus reality.
So when we replace our thinking time with all this noise, we're abandoning our absolute most powerful communication tool, which is silence. And letting go of silence has some serious professional stakes. Just look at the specific damage this causes across different scenarios. In interviews, relying on filler words signals nervousness and a severe lack of prep. And here's the absolute worst part. It signals this even if you know the subject matter perfectly. In presentations, every single time an pops up, it acts like a giant speed bump, instantly breaking the listener's focus. And in just everyday conversations, it makes you sound completely uncertain, even when you are 100% sure of what you're saying.
There's a real, measurable cost here. Speech perception research proves that listeners judge you drastically differently based on what you put into those gaps. When you use frequent filler words, your perceived credibility, intelligence, and confidence all just drop off a cliff. But when you use strategic pauses, just plain silence, every single one of those metrics goes way up. It's the exact same knowledge, the exact same actual words being spoken, but it creates a completely different, much worse perception entirely because of those filler words.
Section 3. The 3-step silent system. Rewiring your speech. Okay, so the absolutely crucial point here is how do we actually stop this biological panic response? How do we rewire our speech to embrace the calm power of silence? The solution is a really structured sequential 3-step system that replaces that panic with calm. Step 1 is awareness. Look, you simply cannot fix what you can't hear. So for the next 24 hours, your only job is to just notice every time you say a filler word. Don't even try to stop it yet, just notice it. I highly recommend recording yourself talking for just 2 minutes and counting them up. Most people are completely blown away by the number. Step 2, replace with silence. Now, this is where the real heavy lifting happens. Every time you feel that biological urge to say just don't. Say nothing. Let the silence sit there for 1 full second. Now, fair warning, this is going to feel deeply uncomfortable at first. But remember, that discomfort is exactly what the rewiring process feels like. And here's the secret. The listener doesn't notice the pause. They just notice the calm confidence it creates. Finally, step 3, slow down the sentence before the gap. Most filler words pop out right at the start of a new sentence, or right between two thoughts. To prevent this, simply slow down the very last word of your previous sentence, stretch it out just a little bit, and then pause. This essentially buys your brain the thinking time it desperately needs, without needing to fill the gap with sound.
Section 4. 7-day practice drill. 60 seconds a day. To really cement this skill, we've got a highly actionable homework assignment for you. Don't worry, it only takes 60 seconds a day for the next 7 days. Just pick any topic, maybe your final year project, explaining a college course you took, or detailing why you chose your specific career field. Honestly, these are answers you're going to need for interviews anyway, so it's brilliant double practice. Set a timer for 60 seconds and just talk about your topic. Your golden rule is not a single filler word. Every time you feel the urge, you have got to use a strategic pause instead. Now you need to know what to expect emotionally here. On day 1, this drill is going to feel absolutely impossible. You will get frustrated, but keep going. By day 3, it won't feel impossible, but it's still going to feel distinctly uncomfortable. That is the rewiring happening. But by day 7, taking a strategic pause instead of saying is going to feel completely natural.
Section 5. The Advanced Panic Hack. Mid-Interview Emergency Protocol.
So, what happens when you're under immediate, super high-stakes pressure? You're mid-interview or right in the middle of a massive presentation and you feel that brain panic creeping up. You just know a giant is about to escape your lips. Well, close your mouth, physically, for 1 full second. Then open it and speak. I know, this sounds almost too simple to be true, but try it just once and you will never go back. The physical act of closing your lips actually interrupts the brain's panic signal before the sound can physically escape. It literally forces the strategic pause.
So, to quickly recap what we've learned in this explainer today, filler words are not a personal failing. They are literally just your brain's biological panic response to silence. But you can fix it in a matter of days, using awareness, replacing the sound with silence, and slowing down before the gaps. Personally, my absolute worst crutch used to be the word so. I swear I started almost every sentence with it. But I want to leave you with this question to spark your own self-awareness journey right now. Looking at your own daily conversations, what is your most common filler word? Figure that out, grab your 60-second timer, and start replacing that panic with powerful silence. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and keep practicing.